and welcome to another episode of the Criterion Creeps. I'm Wade.
And I'm Joe.
And today we're doing... That was Godzilla. Anyway, we were talking about the OG movie, Godzilla. Sorry for the great impression, I know it was so good. But anyway, Godzilla from 1954. We're doing this because, well, a couple weeks ago, the lead actor that played Godzilla, Nakajima, passed away. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, you know what? I forgot that Godzilla was on Criterion, the original Godzilla. Oh, yeah. You're not going to see Godzilla 2000.
No,
we're not going to see that on Criterion, sadly.
No, this is the only one you're going to see on there.
So, or Gojira, whichever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. So that's... I had never seen the original Godzilla. I've only seen the newer ones. And I've seen like bits and pieces of like
Matthew Broderick, 1998.
Yeah, and bits and pieces of like the one where he's fighting monsters and stuff like that. So
I actually saw this when I was a little kid.
Final War? Final War, was that one?
Final Wars.
Okay, that I saw that.
And there was Godzilla 2000, which is a Japanese.
And there's Shin Godzilla, which is the newest one, and
there's the newer American one as well.
Yeah. So this is
not to mention, like the 20 or so.
This is the original one, and I was surprised. And I looked at the year, I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I saw this when I was a little kid. I used to watch this in like King Kong and all the old Godzilla movies.
And you're just like, I don't know what these people are talking about. And then when you know, if you know history, you'll see like, oh, they just got bombed by the atom bomb years ago. And it was just like, this was very like, and they really drive it home.
It's an Atom Age horror movie, really. Like,
and it's just like, surprisingly, it's very deep moments where like there's that woman with her two kids. We're gonna see Daddy soon. And like, Jesus.
Yeah, there's
and there's the girl crying, and then the person was like, "You'll see your mom soon." I think she's dead, but okay.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
It was a rough time for Japan, and that was kind of a way they could cope with it.
And I do like how, like, the fear makes them create monsters. And then Godzilla is not the monster. The atom, what the H-bomb is, what the eye patch doctor makes.
The oxygen destroyer.
Yeah, he was like...
Love the name of it,
He was
sorry.
like, I can't have this in the world. I can't.
Yeah.
To where he'll just, what he does at the end, makes sense. And it's... And then you have the dad... Which the main character never got approval from the dad about marrying Miko.
No, he didn't.
Never did. Which was like, that's a loose end! Damn it! I need to know!
Can't watch.
Skip the movie!
But, no, this is not your normal... Like, when people grew up with Godzilla, like, if you watch any of the color ones, this isn't it. Godzilla isn't like a hero. It's not. It's very much.
He's not really a main focus.
No,
I mean he is. But
no, this is, and a lot of people that talk to me like about the newer American one, saying how Godzilla didn't show up until so late in the movie. This movie has that as well, and this is what I always.
But when he shows up, it means something.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of villains in the movie, and it's a very socially conscious movie. It's talking about, the using nuclear weapons. It's talking about creating ultimate weapons later. And Godzilla is kind of he's the physical manifestation of that.
Of all the anger and
of
fear
what they've done, and the consequences of what they've done. And it's a very dark movie.
Yeah.
And we're
not talking about lighting here.
It's that too.
But like I like how like the dad was like, I want to study it so we don't have to fear anymore.
Right.
I don't want to attack it. I want to know more so we can like find something to shield us from it.
But then you got Godzilla destroying stuff and sinking ships and and a lot of those early movies are like that. Like Rodan was like a poorer version of this.
I thought the strongest thing about this whole movie, and it really shows if you watch the newly made one, pacing.
Yeah.
This movie is so fast paced. There's like 11 scenes in 6 minutes. I timed it. It's like 6. It's been 6 minutes, and there's so much going on.
It's a lot shorter of a movie, but it does the trick of holding Godzilla back until closer to the end.
Yeah, the newer Godzilla, I don't want to compare this, we're talking about this movie, but the newer Godzilla the pacing was so slow and boring. It was just like, but this one was just like, fast, 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 fast.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, this pacing is really good, and then you have the gravitas of what's going on with Godzilla, and I really enjoyed this movie a lot.
It's fantastic.
I've never seen it. I've only seen like the newer ones and a few from like the Sci-Fi Channel or something.
Yeah. It's been a long time, but I did watch the Godzilla King of Monsters, which is a special feature on the Blu-ray, and I think it might be on the DVD as well. So you actually get 2 movies in one on this. So
nice.
I know you didn't watch it. I didn't. I haven't seen it in years. We were just wanted to talk about the Japanese one because it's such a poignant movie. I think is a great description of the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, would you buy, rent, or skip?
Buy all day long.
Yeah, I already got it in my cart. And on Amazon, so buy. If you don't, it's not on Filmstruck.
No,
but it is. But I watched it on Amazon Video, so it is on Amazon Video.
Yeah, you can find it.
Yeah, it's not hard to find.
Yeah, you can find it, but it's also one of the cheaper Criterion movies if you go to Amazon. I bought that copy here. I bought that for less than $20.
It's not bad.
About 4 years ago or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's worth having if you're into monsters, if you're just into kind of socially conscious movies even, which is kind of weird to say about one of those 50s monsters, like Atom Age movies.
It's like if you're like fearing nuclear war, which is like very poignant in today's culture.
Yeah, and yeah, it's becoming even more relatable.
Yeah, so...
Oh, God.
Yeah, so that's another reason why I wanted to do this movie. It's like, oh, God, I don't want to fear it. Now I'm like, oh, God.
But yeah,
where's Godzilla going to show up?
It's so good, and you see, in that movie, it's not just about the destruction and everything, but as like a film, like for film history, you could see why they made so
also,
many
the sets look like there's parts.
The models are great.
The models, like there was one part where like you see the helicopter and like that's fake, but like the sets, I was like almost convinced half the time, like, oh, that's set. Oh my God, and it's a miniature set.
Little miniatures.
Also, I didn't know that the Godzilla suit was the original Godzilla suit.
Heavy.
It was concrete.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, dude. This guy who recently passed away, props to the guy for doing that. I couldn't do it.
And he always gave Godzilla... Like, this movie doesn't really showcase it, but there's other ones that have, like, a bit of personality with Godzilla, especially when he faces other monsters. But this movie, he's just kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
And it really pulls you in to that feeling that Japan has, and that's really what it is. It's really atmospheric in that way, just the doom of knowing it's coming.
Yeah.
So.
But that's our thoughts on Godzilla. I'm not gonna do the sound effect.
Thank God.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments section below. Like the video. Tell us. Seriously, I'm kind of still like I want to get into more Godzilla movies. So if you have a recommendation for a Godzilla movie, no, it's not Criterion, but put it down there, just so I know.
Yeah. And if you like any of the other, there's a bunch of 50s Atom Age monster movies
and if it's
on the Criterion Collection.
And if it's Criterion, put it down there. Let us know.
Yeah.
We'll watch it. We'll review it. Especially with Halloween season coming up, maybe we will. Yes. So subscribe, like, follow us on Twitter at MintCondishMCP if you want to talk to us on MintCondish Productions Twitter handle. You can do it there.
Yep.
Yeah. That's about it, I think. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
No, I don't.
Alright. Well, until next time, you better stay classy, and we'll see you later.